Hello everyone, it's Charisma Thoughts. Welcome to my live. I'm doing this live video on all about the chosen ones and who they are. Before I get started on that, I'd like to give you guys a little intro on who I am a little bit and what am I about. I am a person that receives visions. I'm a person that is very curious about life. So I've been doing like since far. Okay, can I speak? Well, I have been. You guys, every time I get on camera, there's always something with my communication. But anyways, I basically connect the dots of life, connect the pieces of this one big puzzle of what life really is, what this reality really is, and basically bring it to you guys by sharing my findings, by sharing my visions that I receive. Not only that, I have realized that I am, a chosen one, and this is a video about who the chosen ones are. I'm basically going to share with you guys on this live video on what I have gathered so far. This is all based off my visions, and I'm basically interpreting my visions and connecting certain signs of this reality that makes sense to me, and I'm just basically interpreting it to you. So what I have gathered so far about the chosen one. Who are the chosen ones? We all know the chosen ones is a reference to the Bible. Many people deem the chosen ones as the tribe of Judah, which is Jesus. Some consider the descendants of Jesus. Some considered it's just Jesus' chosen ones. And in a way, it's true in a way, because I actually saw some type of form of visions of like a lion speaking, and there's a gathering of a whole bunch of people, and he was doing a whole speech, which I'm going to do a video live on that as well next video. But I don't want to get into that part right now. I just want to describe to you guys who the chosen ones are. It's more to the story than what we know, like always. What I know is that the chosen ones comes from the future. You heard it right. Yes, you heard it right. They come from the future. From this reality, and also from a different universe. There are many that comes from a different universe, but there are many that comes from this reality, future timeline. That's why I did a video of the time, what is time, because this plays a part. What I gather also about the chosen one is that they are a level 8 consciousness state of being. Some are higher than that. Some are just level 8 and higher. You have to be a level 8 to be a chosen one of consciousness. Our true self, our true awakened self, we are a level 8 consciousness. We all carry a code, and this particular code is unique to us. Only we carry that. The individual self of the chosen one carry that particular that particular code. And what this code is, it's basically is going to help. Our goal is, our role is to decode that code for ourselves, to awaken ourselves to our true state of being, and also to awaken others, all the inhabitants of this earth, as well as awakening Earth, Mother Gaia, to her true state. So it's just a lot of things at play. I also know that the chosen ones on this plane, this dimension, this reality right now, are the reincarnations of the Egyptians. Many of them are, not all, but many of them are the Egyptians that we know, we have read about, that we even heard about. They are the reincarnation of them. And I also wanted to point out something. The Egyptians are future beings. They come from the future. So they came from the future. They came at a particular time period of our existence, and they lived here. They reincarnated here for a particular time, and they left different things, clues and stuff like that, of their incarnations that they lived. And now they are back, in which they are reincarnated as a chosen one. And not all of them are Egyptians. Some of them are even Greeks, deities that we have read about as well. So they are chosen of that. So that's actually part of that as well. Other chosen, this comes from different, there's higher beings. Some of them are actually angels too. So are actually saw that too. So some of them are angels too, which they are higher consciousness as well. So the higher consciousness level of consciousness would be level 5 to and up. If you guys go refer back to my video that I did, let me put Lucy on the bed. The video that I did about the Jacob's level. Can I speak? Jacob's ladder of evolution. I mentioned that there's 13 levels that I pretty sure exist. And I created my own terminology for the first 3 levels. The rest, I'm not quite sure what they would fit in, but I mentioned that there's masters, there's lords, there's watchers, and there's kings. But I don't know what level of consciousness they would fall under when it comes to the level. But I know level 1 is the non-participant variable, level 2 is the control variable, level 3 is the controller, and beyond that, I don't know. But within those levels, there are the masters and kings and stuff like that, which I didn't create the terminology for those. Those are just names that I heard and saw different beings that represent that in my visions. The first 3 levels is me, my own interpretation of that level. Okay, hopefully you guys are following me here. So we gather that. So there are different chosens that are that carries a code that this specific code is unique to the individual chosen, that helps them to decode this reality, themselves, others, and this Earth, Mother Earth. So before that they can do that, before they can decode that code, they have to go through initiations. People call it initiations, people call it tests. I call it labyrinth of experiments within experiments type of thing. They must go through adversity basically and then once they go through that, they must transcend it. That's the only way to awaken yourself to who you really are, to the state of being that you truly are, which I said all the chosens are 8, the level 8, or even higher. It just depends on the role of the chosen, because different chosens have different roles. But that's that case on that. And I mentioned that the chosen comes from the future. Yes, they come from the future of this reality and other universes. I saw that in my vision. That was said and it was mentioned. So we're here to help raise the vibration of planet Earth. I'm looking down my notes, you guys. We're here to raise the vibration of planet Earth, this reality, ourselves, and the people on this Earth. A lot of inhabitants on this reality we've been living in a false reality. We've been living in an illusion this whole time. So many people do not know that we're living in an illusion. They think this is true reality, and it has been false for a very long time. And we are here to awaken the masses and to awaken ourselves, to awaken Mother Earth and all that. But before we can do that, we must decode ourselves, decode this reality. And ways to do that is to go through adversity and transcend that adversity. Another way is to, while we're going through this obstacle and challenges of these adversities, we're basically raising our conscious level. So like we start at level 1, right, and then we start at level 2, then we start at level 3, and then go on into the level that you're who you really are. You can even go higher if you reach that, if you're able to transcend that, alchemize that, and heal from that adversity. Then yeah, I'm sure you could go higher. But the goal is to awaken to your true self. Mind you, you guys probably heard this already going around the spiritual community where people say, oh, I'm woke. They're not truly awakened. No one's truly awakened yet. They have awakened to different level of consciousness, yes, but to awaken who you really are, to remember who you are, you must awaken all conscious level of which you already achieved in another life. So I mentioned that all the children are at level 8. So they must reach level 8 to awaken true self. And then whoever is beyond that, they must reach the level that they came from, that they're who they really are. They must reach that level of consciousness. So when people say they woke, they just awoke to a certain level of consciousness, or if they really are. But that's what I gather. So the whole goal is to remember who you are. Another thing is all the chosen ones carry the X marker, which, if you guys are not familiar with that term, that is my own terminology that I have created to identify different Homo sapiens that are evolved, that are different, that carries special genetics, that carries special DNA, that is a chosen one, that is able to evolve in a higher consciousness state. You must carry the X marker. So every chosen one that exists in this plane or in all life, they carry the X marker. Or any higher being that's evolved, they carry the X marker, but the chosen one, they carry it. I actually now know how to identify it based off of a vision I had the other day that actually showed me how I can identify. I saw my future me identifying the people who carry the X marker. So I'm going to do a whole separate live video on the X marker, so stay tuned for that as well. But I don't want to get into that right now. So we know that the chosen one carries the X marker. What else? Remember who you are. Okay. Also, there's something else that I gather from the chosen ones. There are many chosens that are royal too. I mentioned that some of these many chosen comes from the future, and some of them come from a different reality, different universe, whatever, a parallel universe even. That's what I've been seeing. And this parallel universe is this world. They live magically. It's open. It's out in the open. They're higher consciousness than us. They are evolved Homo sapiens than us. So of course they're gonna know certain things more than us, more advanced. And they have kingdoms and stuff like that. And knights. I even saw knights and stuff. And like they carry magical swords and all that stuff. I'm seeing all this in my vision. So they have their own kingdom or whatever. And some of these chosens are royal. So yeah, there's that. And I actually know 4 already of this reality who are the royal chosens. 3 of those 4 is actually celebrities. One of them is an actual tarot reader that I recognize from my vision that's actually royal. So there's that. We are also here to usher a new age. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. We're here to usher a new age. So before we, after we, start going through the stages of awakening ourselves to different conscious level and to awaken to our true self, you're going to see a lot of chosens coming into the forefront and many different positions in society that we know of, whether it's a teacher, a lawyer, a politician, a leader, parents even, because these children, that's going to be a separate video. You just going to see a lot of children in the forefront and like in the media and stuff like that. And we're here to bring forward what was hidden. So basically bringing the dark into the light. Let there be light type of thing. And basically showcasing the false reality that we've been living in by bringing truth, by bringing hidden knowledges that's been lost, according to the people that have destroyed it and all that stuff. It haven't been lost. It's still in your subconscious mind. It's just all about decoding it. And I mentioned it before in the last video that our subconscious mind is nothing but data of everything of existence of ourselves. That what we have experienced, our memories, and stuff like that. It's just data. We're literally we are a walking subconsciousness. Every inhabitant on this planet. We are a walking subconsciousness. So some of them are actually their true self. So not every inhabitant, but like every unaware inhabitants, we are walking subconsciousness of ourselves. And what is that? Walking data of unawareness of who we really are. That's basically what it is going on. So we're here to usher in the age. So after we're doing all that, bringing forward, basically unveiling, unmasking this reality, another thing would be is to build the new age, the golden age, which you guys may be familiar with if you are in the spiritual community. The golden age. This golden age is beautiful to me based on what I saw. It's more peaceful. It's more enlightened, more lighter, if I could say it. It's lighter. It's not more light. It's lighter in general. Because in this reality, it's heavy. It's like a weight. It's like we're down. But like in this golden age, it's like we're lighter. Like we're light as a feather, basically. It's like we're lighter in consciousness and lighter in physically, like the way that we eat, the way that we communicate, the way that we live now. But I have some visions of different higher realms that kind of represents the golden age. So I'm guessing that's what we're ushering in a way. So that's what I gather as well of what we're meant to do. Mind you, there are other. I mentioned this before. I know I keep saying that, but I said that those who are conducting the experiment on the inhabitants on this planet for a very long time, they have been doing that. It's divided. Some are for us, some are against us, and there's like a little pros and cons within these two groups. I'm not familiar, or I haven't gained enough clarity to even speak on these groups, but what I saw is that there's some type of war that will happen regarding these groups, and the chosen ones are involved. Our role is to like, you know, help defend the inhabitants that can't defend themselves against these group of people and stuff like that. So we will also be going through training or something like that. Even though we already been through training before we reincarnated here, but I guess we're gonna retrain in a way to awaken ourselves to our gifts and our skills and our intelligence. So there's that on that. So basically unmasking the false reality that has been hidden, or that's been hidden to our true reality. So those are basically some of the things that I have gathered the information on and connected the dots and interpreted, that we carry a code and we're here to decode it, to basically decode this reality, unmask it, unveil it, help raise the vibration of ourselves, help raise the vibration of ourselves to awaken ourselves, and help raise the vibration of others who cannot raise it themselves, and basically teaching them and guiding them, the other people of this inhabitants that's not a chosen. And then we're here to help awaken Mother Earth, because she's ready to evolve. She's also going to be raising in vibration, like she's ready. She made that clear. Remember who you are. So, and basically it's just remembering who you are, chosen. We are here to remember ourselves and remember what we came here to do, and all that stuff. Mind you guys, this will be an updated video, because this is what I gathered so far. I'm sure there's more to the story to this. There's something much deeper than this, and there's more that may need to be shared regarding the chosen. And I will do that and do an update version of this, okay? So this is what I have so far. I just wanted to do a live video to showcase what I have and my own understanding when it comes to these beings. Yeah. The chosen ones are very special. They carry the X marker. Very gifted, very skilled. There's like different chosens. We all have different roles. Some of us also have a whole group that we're meant to be in. So like there's a whole group of chosen for one particular role, mission, and stuff like that. So it's all that when it comes to that. But it will all make sense in the future. Probably not right now, because you're like, what the fuck is this girl talking about? But in the future, it will make sense. Right now, it's just like, what's going on? Like, what are you talking about? Because it's just a lot to process. I can understand that, but it will make sense eventually to you, to the right person that it's supposed to make sense to the chosen one. You will find this video, and maybe not at first. You may not understand what I'm talking about. Even all the things I may share on here, you may not understand. But keep in mind that eventually you will, when the time is right. So just take heed to the information and use discernment, and you know, we all have free will at the end of the day. So thank you guys for watching my live. See you guys next time. I'm going to do a video about either about the Matrix or about the bloodline, the family tree. So I haven't decided, but I will. Bye.